So we're almost ready to begin. This is exciting. This is the biggest one yet, at least in terms of numbers of objects to go through. There are some nice bits of silver. There are some nice Germania mint bits and pieces. So welcome everybody. I think we'll start in about 3 minutes. Start on time. I've got a couple of other shows. Hey Paul, I've got a couple of other shows lined up. The next one I've got in my diary is for answering questions on NGC grading. So I don't think I'm going to be selling anything there, but I thought a live stream is a brilliant opportunity for people to find out what it's all about, ask questions, and for me to give answers. And maybe some of you guys might know the answers too, because it seems to be quite a confusing kind of things. Yeah, premiums, grading, what should you grade? It's in the diary. I think it's could be on the 1st of December. There's one, there's that one, and then there's a kind of pre-Christmas sale where I'm putting the catalog together. But yeah, about grading, should I buy graded coins? Should I buy bullion? What tiers do things fit in? How does labels work? All of that kind of stuff. Everything that, there's a million questions because it's quite a complicated subject. So while we're waiting for people to come in and start on time, I'll show you some of the things that are going to be up for sale. We've got a very nice Queen's Beast. This one is incredibly popular, actually. I love those. And this one's the first one of these that I've had for sale, which is the Odin bar, produced by my favorite company, Germania Mint, in collaboration with the Royal Mint. Spot price silver is up to you guys because most of it is low start auctions. So if everybody thinks it's worth spot, then you'll get it for spot. They're all kind of starting at £1 and stuff. There's some pretty cool bars. Johnson Matthey. This one, which is the Una and the Lion bar from the Mint, which is a pretty cool bar. There is one 5-ounce silver coin, which is this one, which is the Luna 2, Year of the Rabbit. So that's, that's lovely. They also made a 10-ounce of this as well, which is even nicer, but the 5-ounce is pretty cool. There's some Germania Mint God series. So these are one of my favorites, which are 2-ounce cast bars, and each one of them is numbered and antiqued. And they're pretty cool bars. There's two of those. I think there's a God one and a Goddess one up in the sale. Put that away for a moment. There's this you may have noticed in the catalogue, and you may have thought, well, that's crazily expensive. The answer it's incredibly rare. They produced lots and lots of these in 1977, but of the hundreds and hundreds that have been sent for grading, I think only something between 15 and 20, maybe a few more, have been graded as a 70. So this is an exceptionally rare coin, and it's one a lot of silver collectors want in their collection. It starts at quite a high price. It's probably the most expensive thing in the auction. So if you want that, have a think about bidding for that one. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with one of these. Okay, so there's a story behind this one. It's a kind of produced by the Scottsdale Mint over in America. It's a Ghanaian coin, and it's got a denomination of 100 cedis. If any of you have been to Ghana, you'll know that 100 cedis is actually a crazily high denomination because they got the denomination wrong. It was meant to be 5 cedis, and before they realized, they produced some of these error coins with 100 cedis. I think they may have made 5,000 of them with the error. They withdrew them from circulation and then made the rest of the mintage as 5 cedis. So they made 45,000 of the 5 cedis ones, and there are a handful of these. I can't remember the last time I've seen one. They're pretty rare coins. I've got 2 of those up for auction. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the auction for the first one and see if anybody wants one of those. So we're starting the clock, and we'll see if anybody wants to bid for one of these error coins. There's 2 of them actually, so I don't know whether we've got. You can see the other side of them with this one. So they've got the African leopard on one side, and they've got the queen on the other side with the wrong denomination, but they're both exactly the same kind of thing. These change hands for about 130 quid, 140 quid. 85 was a very low starting point, but nobody seems to want that one. Let's move on to something else, and we can pick up the other one later, maybe when there's some other people around the room. Let's start off with a Morgan silver dollar. So let me find that one. So this is a particularly lovely condition Morgan dollar. It is 1880, 1888 or 1883. My eyesight's not that great. Let's see if we can see it closer. Can't really get closer. 1888, I think. It's already got some pre-bids. It's quite a popular thing. And this one was produced in Philadelphia, I think. Can't see a mint mark on it. Okay, let's start this auction. So, Cute UK, you're winning this. There should be quite a few bids for this. This is a lovely coin. Chris, you're winning it at the moment, £43. Let's see if there's anybody who wants to bid a tiny bit more for this one. I think 43 quid is not bad for it, actually. Jack, you're winning 43, 45. Stephen's winning down to the final 10 seconds. There's the battle for this one, £47. Chris, you're winning it again. Sold at £47. Thanks very much, guys, on that. It's a very nice Morgan dollar. Right, what have we got? Let's pick the next one. Okay, so this one is going to be a 1889 Victoria Crown. So you can see it here. It's not in absolutely perfect condition, but it's a good, honest, nice coin, very collectible. Paul, you're winning this at 38 at the moment. See if anybody else wants it. Late bid for £40 from Stephen. Paul, 42. They're pretty nice, these, and it is it's 80% silver, I think, when they were doing this in 1889. Paul, you won that 42. Well done on that. Right, the next one is a tiny little silver mercury dime somewhere. Now, where is the mercury dime gone? Oh, there it is. So this is a silver mercury dime. I can't get in terribly close with the camera, but see if anybody wants this. Bodfry, you're winning this at £3 or £5, £6. I always love mercury dimes. Have any of you seen the 2016 one, which is made in gold? It's a little bit bigger, and that's pretty cool as well. I think those are normally about 350 quid or more. £6. Well done on that. There is going to be a giveaway to anyone who buys in this auction, and we're giving away one of these Wessex Mint 200th of an ounce gold bars. So I'll run that a few minutes before the end, so it gets a chance to execute. and I think that's a buyer's one. So anyone who buys in the auction will get a chance to go in for this giveaway. The buyers ones are normally pretty good because not that many people tend to go in for them, and a lot of people tend to buy multiple items. So there can be quite a quite a high chance of winning one of those. Let's see what comes next. We've got a panda. So bidding at £43 for the panda. This one is a 2014 panda. These are pretty popular. They started producing these in the early 80s and they've run every single year since. So a lot of people like collecting these. I'm a purchaser is looking like he's purchasing £47. Excellent. You won that. Well done on that silver panda. What's coming next? It's quite fun pressing the button because I don't know what's coming next. Is there another panda? There we go. There's two of them. There's two pandas. So if anybody wants to bid for this one, come on, you guys. Another 2014 panda. The last one went pretty cheap. It's worth a little bit more than that, the way silver price is doing these days. £45. I'm a purchaser. You're going to double up, save on your postage, win this one too. Good move. Right, let's pick something from the catalogue and pin that. Oh, how about this? This is cool. So this one is a banknote from 1919. So it's let's find that one. I think it's got a couple of these. I think it's this one, yeah. So this one is a banknote from the time of the Romanovs, 1919 banknote. Pretty cool. Let's start the auction for that one. Coot UK is winning this already, probably on a pre-bid. Anyone else fancy bidding for this? Very nice condition, very nice banknote from, wow, a long time ago now, over 100 years old. These things are really works of art. They're like miniature bits of art, these banknotes. I absolutely love them. Looks like you're winning that, Coot UK. Well done on that. Let's put that to one side. And let's run the next one. So we've got a Johnson Matthey 1 ounce silver bar, which is this one. £48 already. Kelly Pallett's winning this one. You can see the back of it. It's got the JM thing for Johnson Matthey. Johnson Matthey were one of the big players in the city. I don't know whether they still are, but when I was growing up, Johnson Matthey were the people for bullion. £53 at the moment. Kelly's winning that. A few seconds. We'll see who actually wins it at the end. Well done, Kelly. Let's see what we got next. Royal Canadian Mint Maple Leaf. We've got a few of these maple leaves, which are pretty cool. Everyone loves maple leaves. There's actually a few of these. So there'll be other ones if you don't get this one. I'm a purchaser. You're stacking up at the moment. Might be quite fun to do these on sudden death, actually. That could be pretty cool. So for £47, that's Fly Joshua. You won that. Well done on that. Let's go for the next one. And we're going to do another one as well. So another maple leaf, £45, £47. Don't worry if you don't get one of these. There'll be a few more as well. £47. Do I hear more than £47? £49. Sneaky last minute bid by Fly Joshua. I think these are really nice. I mean, if people graded these maples, this will be gradable. It hasn't been out. It's basically still in the original packaging from the Canadian Mint. RCM for the Royal Canadian Mint, uncirculated. You don't often see them like that, really. Right, we're going to pick another one from the catalogue and see where that goes. We'll have another banknote. This this has a story, really. So we're going to have a look and see if we can find that. So I love these banknotes. They remind me of kind of holidays in France when I was a kid. I graded a few of these and I got a big shock on the grading because of the size of them, they charge about 30 quid extra to grade the large size plus the grading costs. So each one of these have cost like 50, 60 quid to grade. Very beautiful notes. And we'll see who wants to get that. There's probably some pre-bids as well. Let's start the auction for that. Slim Jim, you're winning this one, £15. Um, really nice note, 100 francs from the time before they went over to euros. This was real French money for real holiday. It used to buy a lot, 100 francs. I think the smallest note was 10 francs. So this, you never saw a 100 franc note. It was way too expensive. Paul, you're doing that one. Great. Slim Jim, it's a battle. Small gold lion or silver lion coin. Um, I don't think so. Not in this particular auction, anyway. Well done on that. £27. It cost me like 50 quid to grade it, so I think you did really well. Let's see what's next. Okay, so we've got a Churchill crown somewhere. Yeah. So we've got a few of these, and we'll go through them. They're kind of fairly random. One of them's got a couple of little spots on, but we'll just do them. Now, I won't be able to tell which one belongs to which, really, unless I look in the video. But let's take a look. And Sapphire Dream, you're winning this one. Bodfrey's winning it. They're all pretty. That one is actually very nice condition, but it'll be pot luck which one you get because I may not be able to work out how to allocate them. Jazzfire, you're winning that at £8. So that's one that goes in the box. Let's do the next one. Number two. Good to extremely fine. That's probably a pretty accurate description. These are all made of cupronickel, as you probably know. If you didn't know that, you'd be bidding £47 or £50, but they're all made of cupronickel because HM Treasury decided to cut the silver out of all of our lovely coins in 1947. Sapphire Dream, you're doing well. Godfrey picked that up. Come on, guys. Let's see some serious bidding for these beautiful coins. £3 from Chris. £4. £5. This is so exciting. The more coins you buy, the less you'll have to pay for postage. Chris, you won that. It's another one that goes in there. Okay, should we do another one of these and get them out of the way? Let's kind of see if we can. Although this one's got the little marks, I mean, I'll see if I can find a better one. Otherwise, I'll send this one out, but I don't know. It'll be pretty random. Slim Jim at £1. Does anybody want this for more than £1? 10 seconds left. God, somebody must want this for more than £1. Hey, Slim Jim, that was the bargain of a century. Well done on that. Right, let's go back to the catalogue. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose this one. This is another British coin produced 5 years before the Churchill crown. You don't see many of these around. I think they weren't, because it wasn't a really, really popular thing they were produced for, you hardly ever see them. And they've got a really nice shield design on one side. They're made in cupronickel, so they're not silver, but they're the kind of thing that a lot of people don't have in their crown collections. They're pretty cool little coins. I like them. And you sometimes get kind of VIP ones or proof ones, and the proof and VIP ones can sell for up to 5,000 quid. This one isn't one of those, but it's still worth a few quid. So definitely worthy of a bid, and you probably won't see another one very easily. Jestfire, you're winning that £4. Well done. Right, let's see what's next. Oh, it's another Churchill one. Okay, last Churchill. I promise you this is the last Churchill crown. So let's see some bids for this. Make me happy. More than £1, please. Who wants it? You're going to pick up this one as well. Well done. Astute purchase. You picked that up very, very nicely. Let us go back to one of these. I had two. I've still got two, in fact, because one of them didn't sell because nobody wanted to start me off. But this is something that genuinely you won't lose anything on. These sell for, I've seen them sell for 120, 130 pounds recently. There's not many ever come up for sale. And it'll be, I think, one of the best buys in the auction and one of the most interesting ones as well. So if anybody wants this, African leopard, you're bidding for one of these coins. This is the error coin. So it's 1 ounce of silver, but it is an error coin. They produced a few thousand of these in error and 45,000 of them without the error. They've got a denomination error on them. 7 seconds left. Anybody want this one? Chris, well done on that. I think you'll enjoy that. Good pickup, Chris. Let's put one of those on the table and one of them in the box and see what we got next. Next, we have a lunar coin. So this is the lunar coin. This is the Lunar 2 Perth Mint, including capsule, never been out of its capsule. It's in beautiful condition, 2 ounces of silver, and it's pre-bidding £85 already in pre-bids. So we're going to start the auction for that. These are always very, very popular, and you hardly ever see them now. They're really difficult to find. I tried to do some checking on these before I put them in the auction. I've had this since it was new in 2011, and I haven't seen very many around, and you hardly ever see them at auctions. You sometimes see the 1 ounce because there are a lot more of those. You don't see the other ones very often. And I've got a few of these. I've got a 5 ounce one in the auction as well, which you hardly ever see. So Jack, you won that, £91. Good pickup. Well done. Okay, so this one is the, that's interesting. Now, why is that auctioning again? That's kind of really strange. I'm sure there's not two of these. There may be something I need to do on that. I don't really understand why this is coming up in the auction because I thought that sold before. So I'm going to have to find out about that after the auction. That's a kind of bit weird because there was only one of them. Let's have a look in the shop and see what's happening. Okay, next we're going to go and do the 1982 Netherlands coin. So this one is graded. It's a PF67. It's sterling silver, I think. It's not 999, so it's probably, 90% silver. There's pre-bids up to £48 on this, and we'll start the auction and see who wants that one. You don't see many of these around. It's a proof coin from 1982 from Holland. I graded a few of these, and this one was kind of in the middle of it. There was one or two lower than that and a few higher than that. But it's not a coin you see all the time at all. £50 is pretty good because the grading for one of these coins is about 25 quid on its own. I'm a purchaser. You're doing well. You're winning that. £53. Congratulations. Right. Let's pick something else. Let's pick one of these. The Winston Churchill, £20. Well, what have we got? There he is in all his glory. Winston. They went through a whole load of producing these coins a few years ago in 2015, and then there was a massive uproar about them because I think people started treating them as legal tender £20 coins, and the mint hadn't um, thought that was a good idea, and people started to try and pay their bills in them and stuff like that. Walking into Tesco's and buying their shopping and stuff like that. Yeah, backside, I don't know whether you can see easily. I mean, it's never been out of its holder since it was new, so it should be in pretty good condition. It's the kind of coin that maybe at some stage, if I hadn't put it in a sale, I would have graded. Let's start the auction for that. Michael's winning at the moment with £21. Let's see who wants it. There's a few more of these different type of £20 coins as well come up if you don't get this one. I'm a purchaser is potentially purchasing for £26. Tomlock, hi. Calban, hi there. I'm a purchaser. You purchased. Well done. Let's pick something else out the shop. Let's have a £1 note. Okay, so £1 note, graded 65, gem uncirculated, O'Brien signature, EPQ, which means exceptional paper quality. So it doesn't get a lot finer than this £1 note. I've had a few of these going through the Whatnot auctions. They've all done really, really well, all very, very popular. Horatio likes these. I think you bought some other ones, Horatio, haven't you? But these are really good to pick up, particularly ones like this in 65 in beautiful condition. So let's see. Let's who can outbid Horatio? Can't somebody outbid Horatio? Coot, well done, £17. I think one of these sold previously at a Whatnot auction of about 30 something pounds. Riverbank also doing well. This is when money was money, none of that polymer rubbish. This is kind of proper printed money. Cute UK, you're going to win this, £21. Well done on that. Congratulations. What have we got next? Okay, let's put some interesting, strange things. Okay, this is let's find it actually. Is it this one? No, it wasn't this one. Yeah. So this is it looks like silver, but is actually kind of brass. It's got a picture of the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore on one side, and it's got a North Korean landmark on the other side. Pretty unusual. It's the only one of these I've ever seen. If you're thinking it looks like gold, it does look like gold, but it isn't actually gold. So who wants this for £1 starting? It's I think it's a commemorative coin from a show. So and the show is the Marina Bay Sands, and I think it's and the denomination, if I remember, 5 North Korean won is it's legal tender in North Korea. Jesfar, you won that interesting coin. Let's take a look at this one next. So this one is a CPM ingot. It's pretty cool. It's 1 ounce of silver. There is a limit for their edition of 50,000, which is quite a high limit, but it comes in this nice box. I think CPM are the company, and it's their own kind of special silver ingot. Mickey D's winning this at 43 so far, but we're starting it off. Anybody who wants to feel they want to jump in, uh, you could sell the ingot and just keep the capsule. I don't know what it'd be useful for, but it's a pretty cool plastic capsule. It's got to be worth a quid. 48. GD Online is winning this. Well done, GD. 52. A late bid by Svet80. Sneaked in the late bid, another few seconds to go. 10 seconds per bid. There you go, you won that. Svet, well done. Congratulations on the CPM ingot. We're going to go for a little bit of Princess Diana. So, a friend of mine in Japan told me that the Japanese don't like to buy anything with Charles's head on the back, because they kind of they idolize Diana and they blame Charles for everything that happened to Diana. And so what we've got is a mint special edition Diana Cupro nickel memorial coin, and we'll show it to you as we start that. So let's have a look at the other side of that. Let's open it up. There we go. So you've got Diana, £5 in absolutely beautiful condition, suitable for grading on one side, and £5 Elizabeth on the other side, 1999. We all remember where we were, unless any of you guys hadn't yet been born when Diana died. I was at a hotel in Rimini on holiday when I heard the news. So Coin Collector's winning this, £8, pretty cool. Coin Collector won that. Nice pickup, Coin Collector. I like that. That's great. All right, so let's pick another one from the catalogue. Yeah, let's do this. I've started these off at £100. They sell normally for around about £150. So when I price things on a high start, um, I price it not at the final selling price, but I price it with some leeway. So I never price things at just by what the price it should sell for, because I want to have some fun in an auction. But this is beautiful mint condition. It's part of the Gods range from Germania. It's 2 ounces of silver cast bar, and each bar is numbered with 999 bars produced for each one. You've got here a lovely bar. It's got the picture of the god on one side. It's got the number and the quantity and stuff in this antique finish, 2 ounces of silver. Let's see who wants this. There's this one, and there's also one from the Goddesses range as well. Emily, excellent, well done. I'm a purchaser. You're doing very well. I hope you're not going to get it at £100 and that people are going to bid a serious, correct price for this. But, you know, I'll still be happy if you get it. 110. Oh, okay. This is very good. And make sure you pick up the other one as well, because the other one is brilliant as well. Well done. So you won the gods. You got bar number 186 out of 999. Congratulations on that one. Let's have a look at the Britannia. So everyone likes Britannias, and we've got a 2018 Britannia for auction. Jerome has already pre-bid 48, so 50 Porcock. This one's in nice condition. You can see very nice. I can't easily show it through here, but it's a nice condition Britannia 2018 bullion coin. £50 from Paul. Eddie and other people, thanks for saving my show, and hopefully you'll come back next time I'm doing one. I'm planning 2 more live streams before Christmas. Sold to Paul, well done. what we are going to do now is auction a 10 bob note. So we've got a couple of these. They're both 55. I can't remember exactly which one this is, but I'll look it up so that you get exactly the right one. They're both in nice condition. In fact, one is EPQ and one isn't, so I'll be able to tell them apart. I can't remember which one this is, but you'll get the right one. So 10 shillings, half a pound, 50p in today's money. These are from 1966 to 1970. So you have to be pretty old to remember when these were around. But unfortunately, I do remember when they were actually in people's pockets being used. Right, let's start the auction for this. For £5. These are about 20 to 22 to £23 to grade only. So you're effectively, pretty much getting the note for nothing and getting the grading. So you don't have to send one away. You don't have to wait 3 months for it to come back. But you get a ready graded note, which is pretty cool because not many of them are even in this condition. I get a lot of, I see a lot of these notes, and most of them are really terrible condition. Giorgio, okay. Last minute bid from Svet80. Svet80 is the master of last minute bids, so watch out for Svet80. £24 sold. Well done. Let's put one of these in, and I'll give you the right one when I go through them. Let's take a look, and we're going to go for the Isle of Man Angel. Get a bit of variety into this. So this is this coin. Let's start the auction. We can talk about it. Silver coin made by the Pobjoy Mint for the Isle of Man in 2016. Pobjoy Mint, started by Derek Pobjoy, is now defunct. I think eventually they lost their contract with the Isle of Man government to produce their coins, but they had a pretty good run of it at the time. Chris is winning this at 47. These are highly desirable, and this one's in lovely condition in the original packaging. There you go, it hasn't been opened. 2016, won by Chris at 47. Well done, Chris. Rightio, what's next? Let's go for another note. This one is a Jersey £1. So, sorry, it's not Jersey. Sorry, I thought it was Jersey. Royal Bank of Scotland. And this one is a special £1. It's a commemorative £1, which was commemorating the European Summit in Edinburgh in 1992. And you can see the little blue European thingamajig. So let's get some bidding in for this one. Not one you see every day, and there's a lot of people who collect Scottish notes. There may be more people who collect Scottish notes than English notes. I mean, there's so many collectors for these. I tried spending one of these in a local chip shop in London, but they didn't really want to take it. But that was their lookout. They might have got a collector note from collecting from the European Conference in 1992. Pictures of Lord Islay, the first governor. Svet, you won that one as well, £17. Well done. The Queen's Beast next. Let me see. What Queen's Beast have we got? Have we got any Queen's Beast? Oh yeah, the Queen's Beast bar. So let's pick this one out and put this one up. There we go. Let's pin that one, and we can do the Queen's Beast. So £49, 24 pre-bids for the bar. Everyone loves these so much. So I'm just going to let you guys kind of bid for this. It'll come out at the right price. These are really nice, and I've got another one or two of these in my Christmas one as well. I really like these, and everyone likes the completer pattern with all the beasts on. Chris, you're winning this. It's in its raw mint packaging. Very, very nice indeed. £58. Svet, last minute bid. You got to watch out for Svet. Svet puts these last minute bids in. £58 sold to Svet. Well done on that. Let's see what we got. Let's have this one. This is pretty cool. So this is there were actually two types of designs for the Una and the Lion. There was one that looks like the 1839 £5 piece, which is like goes that way around, and this one goes the other way around. I don't know which people like better. I mean, you, you can't really see in the packaging that the actual bar is absolutely perfect. There's a little bit of gunk on the front of the packaging, but the bar itself is absolutely fine. Going to start the auction off. It's got some pre-bidding. Kelly Pallet's winning it at £53 at the moment. Una of the Lion, big favourite. Um, there's a lot of people who now collect these raw mint bars because they're starting to produce quite a lot of different varieties of them. I've seen these in their proper packaging, totally mint, sell for like 75, £80. So 59 is a really, really good price for this. So Kelly, no, Chris got in there at 62, got another 10 seconds. Kelly, do you want it? Do you want another bid on it? It's still pretty good value. Don't think you have any problem with that. Chris, you won that at 62. Congratulations. All right. Okay, so this is a little bar and it's only 10 grams of silver. So anyone who wants a little Valcambi bar, this probably came out of one of those 100-gram kind of combi packs. So let's see some bidding on this one. Um, yeah, they're probably like a whole load of them together in the combi pack, and then somebody split it. But these days with the price of silver, 10 grams is not to be sneezed at. It's very nice. It's in nice condition. I'm a purchaser. You recognise a bargain when you see it. £19, 6 seconds left. Anybody want to snap that up in the last second? I'm a purchaser. Well done on that. Right. Let's go for another one of those £20 coins. So this one is Outbreak. So it's this one here, Outbreak. This is 2018. Was this the first one? One of you guys might know. Was this the first one? 2013, this one, and then 2014 for Outbreak. So this may have been the first one. Right, I've got some pre-bids on that, and let's see who wants the Outbreak coin. These are all in lovely condition packaging. They've been kept very, very carefully since 2014, never played around with, so you're getting a very good, a good product. Paul's winning at 27, and we'll see whether anybody wants to bid one higher on this one. A few seconds left. Looks like Paul's going to scoop this one up. Excellent. Well done, Paul. Let us. Oh, okay. Let's do one of these. This is an absolutely gorgeous bar, if I can find it. Where's it gone? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. This is a 1 ounce Germania mint bar. You'll have seen these. You know kind of what they sell for. They're probably the nicest little 1 ounce cast silver bar that is made. I love them, and I was thinking of trying to buy these in a massive bulk and selling them on Whatnot because I just really like them. I think everybody likes them, so they're one of those things that's really really easy to sell. 1 ounce silver bar, if anybody wants it. Svet, you're doing very well. These should sell for about 56, 58. Chris has picked it up at 49. Somebody put in another bid and stop it going too cheaply. 49 is very good. Ah, Chris, you sold it. God, 49 quid. 49 quid is so cheap for one of these. I don't think I could buy another one to resell for £49. Right. Let's have another bar. Okay, we're going to pin this one. So this is the second Goddesses bar. I can never pronounce her name, but I think she's called Singyi or Sinsi. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try. It's embarrassing to kind of start. Got a pre-bid on it, but these these sometimes go for even more than the Gods bar. I don't know why Goddesses are slightly more popular than Gods, but she's a lovely condition, 2 ounce Goddess bar. I'm a purchaser. You're winning this at £100. Bit of a giveaway at the moment. Who wants to outbid I'm a purchaser? That would be excellent news if you did. 105, I'm a purchaser. It's still great value at 105. I like you guys getting a bargain, but I don't like it when things go too cheap. God, you sold that. That's so cheap. Right, I'll put it away quickly so I don't even have to think about how cheap that went. Right, we have another 10 shilling note. Let's do this one. I don't need to describe it because you know what they're about. They're both 55, and I can't see from here whether the one in the picture for this one is the one with the EPQ, but I'll send you the right one out when I send them out. And I'll try and get them all out tomorrow if I can, seeing as we're not at the end of the week. So you should get them pretty quickly early next week. Svet, you're winning this at 24. Well done on that. Oh, 25, you're outbid. Someone's using your tactic of bidding at the last moment. There's a battle going on. £27. Svet is back in there in the battle. 2 seconds to go, and £27 it is. We're going to have a little bullion coin. This is a Johnson Matthey round. So Johnson Matthey, 3 9s, fine silver. Going to start the auction. There's some pre-bidding. You know what it is. United States of America on one side, Johnson Matthey fine silver on the other. And it comes in a nice little capsule and is in good condition. Silver rounds are pretty popular at the moment, and there's an actually interesting one. I might put this one up in a moment. This one is really cool. It's like the Tetris game in a 1 ounce silver round. So I'm going to look for that one and put that one up next. Granite City Bullion, you won that at £50. Well done. Let's find the Tetris one. That's a pretty cool round. Okay, so I'm going to start this. Hard Blue, you're winning this at £50. I haven't seen one of these. This is kind of, it comes in its original pack, hasn't been opened. It's in nice condition. It's got like a Tetris square, and it's 1 ounce of 999 silver. I'm a purchaser. You're going to be getting a big package from me, I think, with all these things that you've been winning. And maybe not. Maybe Chris has beat you at £53 so far. 10 seconds is running out again. Is Chris going to be the one? Looks like it. £53. Sorry, I'm a purchaser. Right. Next, we're going to have another cool silver round. There's lots of pre-bidding on this, so I think people know that this is a pretty cool round. So let's take it out so you can see it a bit more clearly. This is cool. 1 ounce of silver. I love this little design. Eclectic coins. You're buying an eclectic round if you can get it. £53. Paul Cock. Still got a few seconds to bid. It's a really nice chunky little round like this. Let's put it back in this while we're waiting. Late bid by Chris at 56. Recognises this is unusual and should be something which is valued higher than a regular round. Well done on that, Chris. Going to go for one of these, 50 pence. So this is a good opportunity to pick up something at not a huge price. This is the D-Day, 15th of February, makes a nice present to somebody. 50th anniversary Cupro nickel. Got some pre-bidding on this. We'll see who wants this one. Harblue's winning this at the moment. This is Cupro nickel. This is not silver, but it is totally mint and uncirculated and a pretty cool item. There's a lot of people who collect these because they're not too expensive to collect. If you're interested in Cupro nickel coins like this, there's a Christmas sale on the Royal Mint website, and they're 50% off their regular prices for quite a few of these kind of things. Might be worth having a look if you want to pick these up. Cheers, well done. We're going to take a look at the rooster. We're gonna sell a rooster, babes. Right. The rooster, the year of the rooster, which was 2017. So this is the 1 ounce of silver, Perth Mint, Luna 2, year of the rooster, uh, perennially popular, very high quality because it was made by Perth Mint. They produced them and kept it from new in these caps. They've always been in these lovely capsules, never been scratched, tampered with, messed with, or anything else. So buying Perth Mint silver is always a really good idea. Paul, that's winning at 53, 6 seconds to go. 58, Svet, last minute bid. Good deal, 58. Looks like you're going to pick this one up. Well done. Right. Oh, what have we got? We've got, I know, let's do this one. This is a really lovely bar. And there's 14 bids on this already. So people want this bar. It's one of my favorite bars. We'll start it off. Lots of pre-bidding. These are really, really lovely. They always change hands at a big premium when you see these on eBay. These will always be 75, 80 pounds. Rarely will they be under that. So you're not doing badly in bidding for this. I think it's one of the nicest bars the Mint's come out with for a while. Produced by my friends at Germania Mint, who excel in design. Sold to Chris. Well done on that for 60. Nice pickup. Let's do another. Okay, let's do this. I like to put a few kind of crazy, strange, esoteric surprise items into the show. And this is kind of one of them. If I can find where it is, I think it's in this. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. We'll do that one in a minute. Oh, where is it? Oh, this one. Okay. So it comes with a COA. It comes in a little container. It's a tri-metal panda commemorative coin, but it hasn't got any gold in, so it's not a particularly crazy priced coin. But it is pretty cool. It comes with a COA. It was produced by the Shanghai Mint. It's all numbered and it's collectible. And this was produced to celebrate the World's Fair of Money in Denver by the American Numismatic Association. So this was available at the American Numismatic Show in Denver, and it's just a pretty cool collectible. One of those interesting things you'll probably never see again anywhere else, and you'll only pick up here just the once, because that's the only one I had from 2017. Derek's winning this, £14, 17 pounds. So very nice little pickup that. I think, yeah, just lovely. Well done, Derek. Let's do a little bit more Russian money. So this is a 1947 Russian banknote, 250 rubles. Oh, actually, I don't know why it says 1947. It's clearly 1917. I think sometimes the AI used to generate some of these descriptions doesn't read it and clearly describe it, but this is the banknote it is. It's 1917, and let's start the auction. Right, got some bidding for that. Fierce bidding. Jesfar is winning it at £6 so far. It's very nice historical banknote with the imperial eagle on the back of it, with two heads. If any of you guys have come from Russia or around Russia, these things are very collectible. Jesfar, well done on that. Excellent. Jimmy, hi. AJ, hi. We've still got a few items left. We're going to have a look at this one now. There's quite a lot of pre-bidding on this one. This is the Germania Mint. Okay, so this one is the special limited edition. This is actually pretty unusual. So this is Germania Mint, specially produced for the World's Fair of Money in Berlin in 2019. Britannia and Germania are fighting it out or doing whatever they do together. But this packaging was only available at the World Fair of Money in Berlin. It's got certificate of author. No, sorry, I usually associate it with Berlin, Chicago. This was in Chicago, not Berlin. Limited edition for Chicago. Paul, you're winning that. 68 comes with a certificate of authenticity. All this packaging comes with the original wrapper. This is really nice, and it's one if you collect Germania stuff, you probably won't find this very easily in other places. A nice item. They don't produce packaging for these coins in as much detail now, but this one is pretty cool. Let's put that back carefully so the packaging stays nice and mint. Stick that back in there. Okay. Right, we've got a few items left. We're kind of clearing the decks, but there's still a few things. I must remember to do this giveaway. In a couple of items, I'll do this giveaway so that can be done, save you hanging around. Right, we're going to do the Germania Mint Rune next. There's some pre-bidding on that. If you haven't seen these before, they each have a funny name. This one's, what's the name? This one is the Jira. And there's lots of these different things. They're 1 ounce cast bars with a story. I'll start the auction and show it to you at the same time. It's got a COA in it, comes in a little pouch, and each one has the rune symbol on. Each one is numbered and antiqued. Very, very nice finish, very collectible. I love these runes. £58. Stack of Silver's winning this. 61. Granite City Bullion. Fight for it. Fight for it, guys. This is worth it. 61. Nice packaging. Very nice item. Well done on that. Let us have a. Oh, okay. Let's do this because some of you guys have probably been waiting around for it. Okay, so this is a Year of the Rabbit, 5 ounce Perth Mint. Not a huge number of these around. There's pre-bidding at the moment up to £245. Let's see some additional bids for this. I think it's probably worth a little bit more than that, over £300, so you're not doing too badly. Jersey Fry is picking it up at the moment, cheap at £245. All CC, 250. I think it's definitely worth a few more bids. I've seen these going for over £300. At 260, you're still getting it cheap. Roy Boys, welcome. Ryan, welcome. Alec, welcome. There's still some lots left. We haven't finished everything yet. 275. Any more bids? Sold at 275 to Granite City. Well done on that pickup. What have we got next? Let's have a chat about this. I don't know whether any of you fancy spending £500 or more on this, but this is a very, very good coin. It may look like 1 ounce of silver, but it is exceptionally rare. You can send 100 of these into the be graded. One only or two maybe will come back at 70. All the other ones will be 67, 68, and 69. Hundreds of these have been graded, and only a handful have got a 70 grade. I've seen these sell for up to £800. So let's see what happens. 500 is a very good starting price for this, but obviously you have to have the money to buy it and be willing to spend £500 on a incredibly rare 1 ounce silver coin. So I totally understand it if no one's got the £500 to stump up. It'll go into the Christmas sale as well if nobody buys it, and see whether anybody wants it. I might reduce it to 475 or something, but right, not sold. Okay. Let's have another maple leaf. So we've got another couple of maple leaves. People who came in late, these sold very well earlier. You may not have been here. Let's start the auction for these. These are really nice maple leaves in original packaging, raw Canadian mint packaging, never been opened, unusually good condition. Island NCS, you are winning this one at the moment. A few seconds later, and then there'll be another one after this if you don't get this one. Okay, so that's one of those, goes in the box, one left, and we're going to run this one and see who wants this last maple leaf. Actually, I lie. It's not the last one. There is another one here, but not in the original packaging. Chris, you got this at 53 at the moment. See if anybody wants it for another bid. A few seconds left. Yep, Chris, well done on that. You got that at 53. And we're going to take a look at what we've got. Okay, let's have a look at this one. We'll do another fun one. This one is the Shenyang Mint 2017. It actually says it's a silver-proof medallion, but it's silver-plated. It's not silver. This is not solid silver, no matter what it says. It's a beautiful thing, but it is not solid silver. So bid on it accordingly. It's plated, and it's not 999 silver. Let's start the auction for this one. It comes with a box, a COA, and if you like roosters, this is your coin. I don't know how many of these you'll find. This is the only one I've ever seen, but there may be a source for them, but if there is, I don't know what it is. I think it was a special coin. Jimmy, you're winning that £7, £8. I still think this is pretty good value, even though it's not solid silver. It's kind of silver-like. So it goes back in there. You've got the COA. I may have put a translation of the COA through Lens just to see, because I can't read Chinese, but Jimmy, you're winning that at £13. Anyone want to put another bid in? Case is very nice. It's a nice item. Sold to Jimmy. Thank you for that. Good first purchase. Love it. We've got another one. This one is another £20 coin. Let's see who wants this one. A timeless first. I have graded these before and they grade pretty well and they actually sell pretty well graded as well. Most people don't think about grading them. So this is one of those coins that you could grade because you'll probably find a collector who wants it graded. £28 for Coot UK, 4 seconds left. Let's see where it's going to end up at £28 by the looks of it. Right, got only a few items left. Let's have a look. Shall we run the giveaway? That would be pretty cool. So we're going to run the giveaway for this and get that going because that takes a few minutes. And so let's put that in play. You're welcome to go in for the giveaway to win this 200th of an ounce gold bar. Meanwhile, we'll put a couple of the other things up. So we're going to put this one up next, which is a graded coin. It's an 1897 half penny, low sea level, but it has environmental damage. It's actually really nice. You can still see the luster, but somehow NGC didn't give it a kind of full. It's genuine, but they didn't give it a full grade. They gave it a details grade. So we're going to start the auction for that. There's a bit of pre-bidding on it, and see who wants the 1897 half penny. Horatio would like that. £21. Paul wants it as well. Would you guys like to see more graded coins on my whatnot? If you would, then just make a little comment and maybe I can put some more up on the next one. Maybe I'll hunt out a half a dozen graded coins and put them in with all the bullion for the next time because people do like graded coins. Stephen, you won that. Well done. We've got another maple leaf. This one, it's the maple leaf in the flip. It's got a tiny bit of toning, but it's basically 1 ounce of beautiful Canadian first class silver from, what year is it? 4 nines fine silver from 2012. £50 for that so far. Scotty, 8 seconds left. Anyone else want to bid for this one? Another little maple leaf at £50. That's still pretty good. Sold to Scotty. Right. We're going to have another one of these little Chinese coins. So this one is another pretty cool little coin. A lot of people collect panda type coins. This is another one that is plated. It is not, I think it's not pure silver. So this one is another one which is a kind of a commemorative. They probably did produce a silver version of this, maybe even a gold version of it, but this particular one isn't one of those coins, but it's still a pretty nice item. Comes with a COA. It's unopened inside mint packaging. Just another really interesting little panda. £9 from Derek at the moment. I think you won that, Derek. Well done on that. Right. There can't be many things left. Okay, this one is pretty cool. St. Helena. So we've got some 1 ounce rounds. These are, there are 3 of these up for grabs. So they are St. Helena 1 ounce rounds. The shield pattern is a commemorative of the guinea that was our coin before the sovereign, before 1817. So you've probably seen these kind of things before. Very high quality, uncirculated, lovely condition, and definitely worth a bid. And we've got 3 of them to sell. When I've done this one, I might use this as a little experiment and try the sudden death mode. So £54, 4 seconds left. And let's see what happens. So Scotty's won that one. And let's go back in and pin it again. Can we go sudden death on that? Okay, this is an experiment because I don't know how, I've never used this mode before. So this is basically one of these quick auctions where you have to kind of bid and see who wants to bid for these things. I think the last 10 seconds, it's the one who is making a bid in the last zero point 0.1 of a second that gets it. Yeah, I think the normal auction goes like 10 seconds at a time. This one actually hopefully will finish on the 10 seconds. Yeah, there we go. So perfect. And then we'll do the next one. I think where there's like a few of these things, that's a pretty cool way of doing it. To just do sudden death so the auctions don't take too long. Down to the last 10 seconds. Who's going to outbid Island CS at the last 1 second? Nobody. You won it. Fab. Right. What have we got left in the shop? Well, okay, we're going to have another go at this one because I think it's very cool. You guys have heard the story a few times, and we'll see if anybody wants to pick this one up. Jazz, that's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it at all. These things do happen sometimes. So, who wants this one? This is the error 1 ounce coin. I'm not going to start at 50 because 50 is impossibly low for this kind of coin. They change hands at 120, 130. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell, which is absolutely fine. Let's see who won the giveaway. I didn't see what came up on the giveaway. Did anyone see who won it? Who won the giveaway? Jez, that's fine. Well, I think that's basically it for today. Yeah, I think that's all we've got, unfortunately. The table is empty and bare. Simon, brilliant. I'll try and package everything up tomorrow, send it out so you have it like Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Thanks you very much to everyone who participated. Appreciate it. If any of you guys want to learn a little bit about grading and learn what it's all about, what you should grade, what you shouldn't grade, what the costs are, I'll be running a question and answer session with no sales, no distractions, as my next live stream. And then after that, there'll be a pre-Christmas sale, enough time before Christmas to send everything out and have it delivered with a Christmas post to you before Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, recommend me to your friends, get people to follow me, and we'll make better and better shows. Luna 1 coins, I might have one or two. I can try and put one in the next pre-Christmas auction. Thanks very much, everybody. Appreciate it.